What's the difference between a sales process and a sales framework? And why do you need both? Why does it matter? Good morning, everybody. Today, Ruby and I are discussing the nuance and the language of sales. And that every company has a sales process, whether they like it or not, know it or not, think that they use it or not. It's just what you do. It's just how you sell things. It's just how you move someone mechanically from being an unqualified prospect all the way through to a closed won deal, closed lost, disqualified. So that's your process. You got one. It is what it is. However, your customers don't care about your sales process in any way. They just want to do whatever it is that they want to do to be successful. So sometimes that's buying from you, sometimes that's not buying from you. That has no reflection on your sales framework. The sales framework that you live within is how do we operate as a revenue organization? What are the things that we need to do to make sure that our buyers are well supported throughout their journey through our organization? That framework is the most important part of things because that helps you define what your customers, your buyers need to be successful. And so you have both. Sometimes people rely too heavily on the sales process and the mechanics. And that's a very poor customer experience, in my opinion. Because it's not about the customer, it's about you. I need to have 6 meetings with you over the next 14 days, and we are going to come to a conclusion. Nobody cares about that. You need it, but that's not looking at it through the customer's eyes. That's looking at it through your eyes. 6 meetings, whatever. Sometimes we'll rush people through that process. This should happen in 22 months. Okay, really? Should it? Maybe it's 20 months. Maybe it's 36 months. Like, nobody cares about that. You need to be able to understand where your buyers are in that process. But you also have to give them the framework to be successful. So, if you're doing that, if you are allowing them to be successful in your framework, you're flexible. You're listening. You're hearing what they need. You're not rushing them through a step. You're not making them do something that they don't want to do. You're helping them. You're Sherpa. I use that term all the time. You're Sherpaing them up the hill. The other side of the hill is success, a sale. If you're not doing that, and you're relying on your sales process solely, I'll continue to use this terminology, you're leaving money on the table because you're making me do something that I don't want to do. Leverage your framework, live within the process. We do need a signature somewhere along the way. We do need a form of payment somewhere along the way. We need to qualify you somewhere along the way. But the framework should live, not the process. The process is an inanimate object. It just does what it does. That is not what the customer wants. So think about it differently. What is our sales framework? How does that live within our sales process? Or vice versa. How does our sales process live within our sales framework? Anyway, short one for today. Ruby says, keep it real, make it work. She's really a big fan of sales frameworks, sales process less so. Anyway, all the best. Have a great one. Walking and talking with Ruby.